everybody, and welcome back to Toons Reviews. Today we're going to go over 5 fragrances that make me feel sexy, that make me feel good, that make me want to go and enjoy spring. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where that song was going. Keep it tuned. So here beside me I have 5 fragrances that I've been wearing a ton of. I know that I just came out with a video not too long ago that was, the 8 fragrances I've been wearing most. However, that video really was covering fragrances that I've been wearing for like the last few months. These fragrances are the ones that I've been wearing the most as of right now, because we're getting into that spring weather. It's like getting to be 70, 75 degrees-ish out, and I've really been gravitating towards these selections here. They are wonderful. They are wonderful. So we're gonna kick it off. There's really nothing in order here because I've been wearing them all pretty regularly. They all are kind of getting their spot in the limelight. So we'll just kick it off here with Sanyo Migration de la Arbra. Yeah, sure that was butchered. But this is a wonderful little number from Sanyo. I highly recommend the brand if you have not checked it out. They make some wonderful kind of floral fragrances. Most of them have florals involved. This is a ozonic, citrusy, floral cedar wood, and it is just beautiful. This is one of the most beautiful fragrances I've found in the last year, and I discovered it while I was up in Toronto doing a September meetup with Manny and a bunch of other lovely folks while I was up there. And, a lot of people had their collection, or like some of their collection with them. A gentleman had this bottle, and when I sprayed it on the card, I immediately asked him, hey, are you okay with me spraying this on my skin? Because I think that this is lovely. I wanted to see how it developed, and I immediately bought a bottle, like probably within the week. It is just a wonderful, wonderful, uplifting, kind of juicy, invigorating, but kind of airy at the same time fragrance. And I love its complexity. It has different facets that pop, their heads up throughout the life of the fragrance, and it's just super easy to wear, and it's very, 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 very uplifting. So Migration de la Arbra is coming in at whatever, the number 5, I guess, but not really. I've been wearing it a lot. It's my scent of the day today, actually, so there you go. Next, we'll talk about a fragrance that I wore to my gala when I was up in Toronto for the film, a couple of the films that I had done, and this is probably my 3rd favorite from Nishane. It's either number 2 or number 3, and that is B612. Now, this is such a wonderful fougere scent, and it's really kind of a throwback to a scent that, to me, it smells like the mixture of like Brut and Invasion Barbare by MDCI. So if you've gotten your nose on either of those and you really don't like either one, then I would probably steer clear of this. But if you're a fan of like that old barbershop feel with the intrigue of having modern twists, because there's more vanilla in this, I think that it's a little bit more modern in the sense that it has some of those edges rounded out that some of those older fougere fragrances had. It's a really easy wear, and it's very gentlemanly, it's classic, it's sexy, and it's confident. I absolutely love this stuff. Lots of cypress in it if you like cypress. This is one of my cypress go-tos. I've been really enjoying that note as of late. So Nishane B612. Coming up next, this is one of my absolute favorite fragrances of all time. It is something that I found last year. And yeah, love the perfumer of the house, the creator of the house, the owner of the house, Josh Lobb. He and I are pen pals. We talk quite a bit. And this is in my top 3 favorites of the house. This is Fern. Fern is gorgeous. It's a balsamic, coconutty, amber scent with a lot going on. And I think if you're a fan of Mitza by Dior, which has been discontinued, you'll love this. They're not identical, but they're in the same wheelhouse. I would say they share probably 50%, maybe a little bit more. As far as the way that they smell and the way that the direction that they're taking. However, this has some balmy coconut and I think a little bit more amber. But yeah, I have both versions of this fragrance, actually 3 versions. I've got the white cap, the silver cap, and then now the 50 ml bottle. And this is in my top 3 from Slumber House. If you haven't tried it and you're able to check it out, definitely go check it out at either fumery.com or luckyscent.com. Are really the only 2 places that I'm pretty sure carry the Slumber House line, other than getting into contact with Josh directly, which sometimes can be challenging. So good luck with that. Fern just makes me feel sexy, and it's just such a fun wear for me because it's a little bombastic, but also easy to wear at the same time, coming from Slumber House. So yeah, take that with a grain of salt though, because it's Slumber House, so some of you out there might not find them too wearable. Coming in next is Parlez Moi de Parfum, and this is called Wake Up World. This has been such a pleasure to wear. I blind bought this based on all the notes, and I've got to say that I think that this is going to be a modern Fougere classic. I think that this is going to sell like hotcakes once people find out more about the brand and more about the fragrance itself. And for me, this is like a bit of ambroxan, a bit of that like lavender and vanilla and apple. It's very crisp and clean and invigorating. And if you're looking for a fragrance like that, that's a daily driver that you can wear as a signature scent, this stuff is gorgeous. I've already purchased myself a 100 ml backup. This is 50 ml because I know that especially for the spring and summer and fall, I'm going to just wear this so often. It's easy to wear. It's a compliment magnet, and it's just beautiful. It's beautiful. I've also gone ahead and checked out other fragrances from the house because of this. It was my first one that I've tried from the house, and purchased another 3 bottles from the house. So really loving the house. I'll have to do a deep dive as far as the actual reviews for the individual fragrances at some point here. But great first impression of the house. Love it, and I find it very wearable. It's not necessarily super niche or anything like that, but if you're looking for a quality daily driver scent, check this out. Wake Up World, so good, and I've been wearing it a ton lately. And finally, coming in at number 1, I guess sort of, I've been wearing these all a lot lately, so there's really no number 1 or number 2 or 3 or 5, I guess, but sort of. I think Wake Up World and this are probably the 2 I've been wearing the most. So this is again from day 3. This is called Midnight Whisper, and I am so in love with the scent, you guys. You need to check out day 3. It is a newer niche indie house, and I just love this fragrance so much. It's basically bourbon, vanilla, and a nice rose, and really beautiful resinous sandalwood that becomes very creamy. It's sexy, it's easy to wear, it's perfectly unisex, and I think that this is just such a cozy, beautiful scent, and one that's going to be a favorite of mine. I want to get a couple more bottles of this, to be honest with you, because I just want to wear it and not think about how many sprays I'm wearing, and just enjoy it whenever I want. This is one that, even though it's more of a scent that feels formal or to dress up, like, you know, in a sexy black suit or a sexy black dress, it just feels so cozy and so right. You know, it feels right to wear for any occasion, lounging around the house, going out with your buddies. I think that it's beautiful, and I want to wear it all the time. So Midnight Whisper by day 3 is such a beautiful sandalwood scent. So if you're a sandalwood lover out there, check it out. Give these guys some love and go ahead and purchase yourself some samples or bottles. Highly recommend them, and they're very reasonably priced for a niche house. So I hope you all enjoyed. These have been the fragrances that I've really been wearing a ton of lately, that have been making me feel like very sexy and ready for springtime. And I hope you enjoyed the list, and you check out some stuff that maybe you haven't yet. So I'm glad to be back, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.